With us now, the host of the Just Listen to Yourself podcast, Kira Davis, and independent journalist Brittany Hopper. Kira, I know you have a thing or two to say about the work of Mr. Tapper and also the decline of President Biden.
Oh, yeah, it was really rich to hear Tapper say, wow, the White House was just lying to everybody. They lied to the press. They lied to even his cabinet. They lied even to them. Oh, gee whiz, I wonder if there were only some kind of job that you could get where you are tasked with investigating things to find out the true story about what's going on behind the scene. I don't know if Jake knew anybody like that, but perhaps he might have wanted to look at a journalist to find out what was going on. I'm running out of words to describe this. I'm absolutely astonished at how stupid he thinks we are. I knew that Joe Biden was declining, and I'm a housewife. I live in Orange County, you know what I mean? I didn't have to really do a lot of research to find out what Joe Biden's mental capacity was. Jake Tapper sat across from him. All these people sat across from him. Yeah. Not only that, they all live and work on the Hill. What happens at 3 p.m. on the Hill? You go out to the bars, you're with the staffers, you're with the assistants, and they talk.
Everybody's talking about
Everybody knew this is a lie.
And Brittany, it always struck me, I want to cue up the video we can, if we can, from last June when President Biden was at that fundraiser. It was the George Clooney, Julia Roberts hosted fundraiser, if we have it there. And President Obama came onto stage, as you see right there, sort of took Biden by the hand, sort of just above the hand, really the wrist, and then a hand on his shoulder, and sort of walked him off the stage. I've always thought, Brittany, that that was the signal the Democratic Party was waiting for. They would not act until President Obama gave them, if you like, the bat signal. Okay, it's go time. We need to move this guy on.
Exactly, and I almost thought that it was leaning more toward a bit of elder abuse here. I mean, the more and more we saw how he was being treated, the more and more I started to actually feel sorry for him. But I want to raise a good point. What else were they lying about? What else are they going to lie about in the near future or in the future of the next elections? I mean, these are questions that we need to be asking, and we should be demanding answers at this point. The American people should be really angry about this. They were lied to. We were lied to. What else are they lying about? So this is sad. This is sad.
Yeah. It is. And then you get Chuck Schumer going on CNN today, and credit to Casey Hunt, who is no relation, by the way, asking the question about what he knew and when he knew it. And here's the answer she got.
You were in there. You saw him up close and personal. Did you really not have any idea that he was not fit to serve a second term?
Casey, we're looking forward. We have the largest Medicaid cut in front of us. We have the whole federal government at risk.
You're facing all of this because you lost a presidential election. And is that not Joe Biden's responsibility for deciding to run again?
We're looking forward.
That's it?
That's it.
Kira, that's it. To Brittany's point, Chuck Schumer may not have been lying there, but he certainly doesn't want to tell the truth.
Okay, well, also, Casey, you know, she wasn't telling the truth either. Excuse me, but I'm not really into this righteous indignation that the left-wing media has all of a sudden. Like, she's talking to Chuck Schumer like, oh, you're the liar. No, you guys have been conspiring for 4 years. You're all the liars. You called us the Nazis for pointing out that this guy was not well. We knew from the start he ran an entire campaign from the basement. We knew from the start. And then we knew when he fell up the stairs. And then we knew when he wandered off on D-Day. And then we knew when Obama had to guide him off the stage. We've known this whole time. Casey's known this whole time. Jake Tapper knew this whole time. That's why Chuck Schumer is indignant. Frankly, I'm on Chuck's side on this one. Yep. He should be indignant. She played along. She played the game. She knew what was up, and she's still acting. She's throwing him under the bus, acting like she didn't know. They all did. They are all culpable.
Brittany, a dereliction of duty on the part of journalists, some journalists, to an extent, certainly, but a dereliction of duty on behalf of Democrats who did know. Can they win back the trust of the American people?
Oh, well, and look, I mean, as you know, Jonathan, I was a TV journalist for CBS News in Los Angeles for 15 years. So I was with mainstream media and their little puppet and had to keep to the script. So I know exactly what Casey's doing. I do have to give her a little bit of credit here because she did push back somewhat for CNN. For CNN. But as far as the trust goes with the Democratic Party and, journalists, it goes hand in hand. No, I think more and more Americans are losing trust. It's coincide together. More Americans are losing trust with the Democratic Party and the journalists, but yet they're on the same team. And I should say left-wing journalists, not journalists over at Fox News.
Yeah, Brittany Hopper, great to have you here. Kira Davis, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.